Anyone who knows me can tell you just how active I am. Living a very healthy lifestyle, exercising 7 days a week, eating the healthiest, no alcohol, and dessert was never a thing in our home. My name is Zybina Richards, and this is my heart story. My journey started Christmas night 2015 after dinner. Hailing from the Caribbean, a party is a party. My husband and I were dancing, and I had to stop because I was experiencing severe chest pains and had to sit down. The same happened on New Year's Eve 2015. I went through a series of tests the first 6 months of 2016, and all the tests were fine until June when I did a CT scan that showed that I had blockages in my arteries. I was told I would need to have stents, which I had done in 2017. I always prided myself in being strong enough to handle any situation, but I was proven wrong. I was afraid, didn't want to go to sleep for fear of not waking up, didn't want to eat because I didn't want to get more blockages, paranoid that I would get a heart attack. Thankfully, the Heart Institute reached out and offered an amazing selection of rehab programs. I attended the physical rehab, sessions with a social worker, stress management, medicine management, and others that were offered. Funny, the dietitian dismissed me after I told her my lifestyle choices. These all helped me tremendously in my recovery to be able to get back to enjoying life. And I thought that was it for heart issues. Exercising twice daily, my healthy lifestyle continued as my rehab. Fast forward to the summer of 2019 when I started experiencing chest pains and shortness of breath again. It would take 1 minute for the shortness of breath and 2 minutes for the chest pains to dissipate. Again, after a series of heart tests, I was told that nothing showed up abnormal. 3 days after my test, I still hadn't recovered from a reaction to the percentile test and ended up at the emergency and was hospitalized for 27 days at the Ottawa Heart Institute. After a battery of mishaps and all of my arteries being compromised, I had a triple bypass in my LAD. During this time, I was diagnosed with lung cancer. I had a lobectomy in February of 2020. 1 week later, I felt like an engine was revving up in my chest. Back to the emergency, I was diagnosed with supraventricular tachycardia, crashing at 262 and rushed into resuscitation and ICU. COVID hit and ablation was done 10 months later. I attended one rehab session at the Ottawa Heart Institute after this episode and wasn't well enough to continue and headed into cancer surgery. It is now 2020 and into COVID, and here I was panicking that I won't have rehab because I know how important it is in the healing process. But lessons to the rehab facilitator, the same one that I had in 2017. She reached out to me, and I was able to do my physical rehab and counseling online. It felt as if I was doing it in person. It was important in giving me my physical confidence back. Following rehab, I was fortunate to be included and participated in the Women at Heart Peer Support Program, sharing our stories and learning from each other, how rehab helped us, how we coped, how we healed, all through the learning tools through this program. This program helped me tremendously to cope with my emotional and mental health. And I must add that our group continues to meet regularly, even 5 years later. I cannot emphasize enough how much I appreciated having the rehab after my surgery. Without rehab, my mental and physical state would have been compromised beyond repair. It is so important to know that rehab is available and that we are able to access it, as well as to have resources available to be able to continue rehab way after the fact. Today, my new normal has enabled me to continue my involvement in my community. I'm able to enjoy my two energetic grandchildren, dancing, of course, and I must say that there is hope for all of us.